How about now? Hello? Hello, hello. Alright, I can hear myself. Unfortunately. What a day. Let's see. Do another test. Hello, test, test, test. Um, fucking Streamlabs. I'm just broken with it. Not sending my welcome message on YouTube. God, I really feel like I'm not gonna stick with Streamlabs. Like, they try to be a premium alternative to OBS, but they're not really any better. They don't do anything. Like, I have as many problems, and in certain aspects, more problems than I do when I just used OBS. Really fucking frustrating. If it ain't one thing, it's a fucking other. Come on. Takes forever to load. Well, I guess while I'm waiting for that to load, I may as well make sure my shit's up properly at least, I guess. If he notices me sometime.
Howdy there.
Need to get my damn in-game voice chat working one of these days. It, in the past, and I don't ever change. Same with the stream audio. I started it, it just wasn't working, even though. So I had to like reset things that were busted. Let's see. Speaking of busted, I'm trying to figure out why Nightbot, or Streamlabs rather, not working. Right. Got it re-added. Let's test it again, shall we? The worst part is I'm always like, oh, I'll fix it later, and then like I forget or I get busy or some, you know, then I don't get around to fixing it, and it's the problem for next time. And you know, I don't even care about the welcome message. That's just like a litmus test almost to let me know whether it's working or not. But it's supposed to help moderate things. I don't know if I don't know if channels that don't seem to ever have these problems just constantly have somebody just taking care of shit like this for them. But I swear to fucking God, it seems like my channel always I always have problems like this. Every stream, there's something that me changing nothing from one stream to the next and shit still breaks. It is infuriating. Alright, well, I know I just said that I hate doing this, but we're going to do it again. Fuck it, I'll mess with it next time because I don't have a terribly long stream today. This morning specifically. I'm hoping to be able to stream a little bit more later as well, but got a bit of a shorter stream this morning because I have to go run a couple errands in about an hour and a half-ish. So, just wanted to get on and stream for a little bit at least. I'm really out of, like, habit, I guess, for lack of a better way to put it. Really out of my routine streaming related wise, because I have a lot going on lately, and so I haven't been streaming. I'm trying to get back into it. Between my schedule and shit going on in my life and issues with motivation, which I won't really get into it. Just to summarize, just kind of discouraging to basically feel like I'm getting nowhere with it, which sounds ironic to say because, as I have mentioned a number of times, and I try to remind myself frequently of the fact that at the end of the day, if nothing ever comes of it, other than I'm just, if I'm going to be playing something, I may as well stream it. It's a bit of a self-defeating way to look at it, because if I do want to at least give it a shot, become something, I do have to treat it like a job to an extent, and just just keep plugging away at it, even when it may or may not feel like it's panning out. But on the other hand, if I am trying to also keep it where it's just like, well, if I'm going to be playing, I may as well be streaming and just kind of take it as it comes, then I need to part of that, I guess I should say, just naturally falls into the realm of if I'm not in the mood to play, then I'm not going to play. But the problem with that is, like I said, those two realities somewhat contradict. I need to either do it whether I want to or not, try to make this work, or I need to not stress about it and just, play when I want to / have time to, however you want to look at it. And the hard part for me is I don't like to do anything part way. I don't know why I'm getting rags. I've got plenty, and I think I need to turn the ones that I've already got into bandages. Anyway, not gonna bother with that because I don't know. The irony is that I may as well keep it to myself because I'm most likely talking to myself right now. So I think the few times where I have like people watching is I wouldn't be surprised if they don't even watch this far into the video. So we'll see. Anyway, we are going to look around here. What the hell? High heel ankle boots. That is literally the first time I've ever seen that item. Let's see what they look like. Heel ankle boots. They look fucking retarded with these jeans that she's got on. That's funny. I like my pink boots anyway. And these high heel ankle boots don't have knife slot. Alright, well, they're 92. We'll either sell them. Maybe I'll save them. Who knows? We can save them for a day when my character here on Ray's feeling purty. Can wear her ankle boots. Watch me scare the shit out of somebody. Oh, my obsessive compulsiveness means I have to put the pressure on the front. Like my brain thinks of it as like left to right. So like you'd put the suppressor and then the flashlight near the front. And then because I have to have an adapter in order to use a scope, which sucks because it makes it sit really high on the weapon. I guess it's not that much higher than it would normally be sitting anyway. But one thing I do really like about this sniper specifically is you don't have to fuck with magazines. It just loads the ammo right into the weapon, so you can literally reload after every shot, which is kind of like the stereotypical habit for anyone who plays first-person shooters. You shoot once or twice or whatever, however many times, and then you reload. What up, bro? Dude, bro's just hauling ass. No idea where he's going, but he is riling them zombies up. Fortunately, we're gonna have to wear some hot clothing in order to carry all the shit we're finding. Fortunately, we don't have to go far. Only ever a really big problem when you gotta run a long way and carry a lot of shit. Then you overheat and die. But where we're not going far. Be all gonna loot these garages here. Man, I can't take that. I have so many gas cans though. Like they used to be kind of rare, or at least it felt to me that they were a little bit rare. Oh man, I can't take that. 1811. Alright, we'll drag it along the ground with us. I always forget backpack, the big backpack I try to carry with me. I always forget that whenever I find a lot of shit, and I always take it with me when I don't end up needing it. Seems to be how it always goes, isn't it? You'd totally be able to take one thing in each hand. Like carry the spear or this rifle in one hand, and then the other, this gun I'm dropping along the ground here, take that in another hand. Don't know exactly where I put my car. Over here somewhere. Over by that. Oh, where? Running, sweating and running. Aaron's turdy. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. What did I tell you to do? Don't remember what I told you to do. Let's see if it disappears or not. I'm gonna put this here weapon over here on the ground. We're gonna leave it right here. Come back for it. Go get the car. Or at least offload some shit and then run back to it. Alright. I sell most of what I find because constantly keeping a bunch of shit wouldn't work with the way I like to play this game. So instead, wait, I've already got a bunch of needles. Oh, that's a 99% now. I'll sell the shitty needle. Keep that needle. Also put these here boots down by the other clothes. Trader, 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 trader. Do I have a crowbar? I do. Alright, I'm gonna sell that one. It used to be worth keeping multiple crowbars because you could use them to break open the boxes that give you these here Phoenix tiers, the PT-29 Rapid Recovery Serum, but you have to lockpick the boxes they come in now. So, crowbars, basically just a melee weapon now. I mean, you can still use them to break open, like, weaker locks, I believe. Also, let's see. We may as well turn some of these here. Bondages. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we'll make 6 of them. I got 4 there. Shoe OCD. Why do you hate me? Alright. Man, I have a lot more absinthe fodder than I thought. Oh yeah, I should probably take off my hot shit before he fucking dies. Oh yeah, see, she already had hyperthermia. It's only a C1, fortunately. Wasn't paying attention. No, I wasn't paying attention. These aren't quite as good as these emergency bandages, these antiseptic rags, but they are pretty close. They are not terribly far behind. I think I'm already keeping one spear. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna bother keeping a second one. I'm going to put more of these dates here. Don't even need them. It's like an obsessive habit. At some point I gathered a bunch of them in one of my playthroughs, and ever since my brain's just been like, these are really good. You should get more of them. Let's see. I can't remember how many calories a equates to 100%. I think it's like 750. This is going to give me more than I even need to reach that, so I don't need to eat anymore right now. I'll just stuff these in here out of the way and eat them first later. We're going to go ahead and take this backpack. And watch, now I won't find enough stuff to even need it. I shan't find a thing. Although, except for this rifle I left down here, if it's still here. Sometimes things stay and sometimes they disappear. Ooh, a sewing kit. That was not here before. Those are very handy. Actually, I think I need to leave that higher in the bag for it to be used first. And in fact, I'm just going to put this one in here so I don't accidentally use it. Go ahead and check our stuff. 70 something or lower, I just go ahead and repair it. Yeah, we'll just keep that. So get there, I'll use that at some point soon. Also going to these extra screwdrivers. It kind of defeats the purpose of having them because, you know, if I only carry this one around and I come across a box I need to unlock, then I'm using the bigger, more compact version. But what they're good for is taking into bunkers or to supply drops because, like, I know I'll go through them quickly. I'm not betting on, or I'm not hoping to find something to use them on. Otherwise, they're taking up bag space. The other strategy I end up using too is the old what's it called? This takes up space to keep these, but then I not only free up that space when I equip them, but then also gain more space. So it's like, yeah, I might not ever need them if I just didn't take them, but then then I'm only guaranteed to have that space for free by not taking them with me. But I kind of get the best of both worlds by taking it with me because I can then equip them to free up said space and gain more. So I can't remember, somewhere around here, I think, in this little beach village place. But somewhere around here was like a police station or something like that. Something with the potential for some goodies. Wait, I can't take the shirt off. What's making me warm that I can take off? It's not really doing much for me. I can take these warm socks off. And her jorts, jean shorts. Take your jorts off. Take your jorts, take your jorts, take your jorts off. Money, 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 money. May as well. I don't know if these pepper seed bags sell for shit or not. Oh, like seeds at all. What? Even if I knew what that was exactly, 100%. So I'll take it. Find ourselves again up here. Somebody been up here with the firearm. Said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Who's heard that? Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm always torn because these don't actually sell for a ton. I think they used to sell for more. They take up a good amount of space. And they're not worth a whole crazy ton of money. I also struggle whenever I loot places like this because I know relative to what else I might find here. I think most of the stuff you'll find in a place like this isn't great. So like the few things you do find, like, you know, a toolbox, which can be kind of rare. There's places where they're not at all rare. I'm not far from one, in fact. Down here is the motorcycle track. And you can get a lot of toolboxes down there. But, you know, relative to most places, they're rare enough. Same with, like, jackets and shit. You know, like clothing that's not torn to shit. Pretty high rating clothing, stuff like that. That can be considered a bit on the rarer side. But usually I try to stick to like bunkers and places that have higher loot because it doesn't trigger my like ADD to be like, I need to grab all of it. I need to get all of it. Like I can't leave anything behind. It's not even ADD, it's more like just like my hoarding tendency. That's also another part of the reason. Fortunately, I enjoy playing the like roaming nomad style. Can I make it without crawling? Oh, she slowed down. Alright, take a chill, lady. You know, I like the roaming style gameplay. I like just wandering around, looting shit and just, you know, selling everything I don't need. I'm almost like, you know, it's portrayed in like movies or TV shows or whatever. It's like, you know, the traveling merchant just, you know, wanders out, deals with the danger, brings shit back to the settlers or the, you know, people camping somewhere, and, you know, mutually beneficial. They pay the person for their help and their time, and, you know, but that helps me. What the point I was getting at was that it helps me not stress too much about, boy Frank, helps me not stress too much about like, oh, should I keep this? Should I sell this? Because when I very first started playing this game, I had a little house with a bunch of chests, and god damn, I hoarded everything. I'd have like a chest for a ton of things. I'd have like rows and rows for each item. I'm not quite as bad as my squad mates. Literally, his name is Packrat. Very appropriately named. But he has a full big like cabinet for each and every single item in the entire game, with very, very few exceptions. Like, I don't think he has a rock cabinet, for example, because I'm literally looking at a rock. Sorry, I was taking a drink of my soda, but anyway, you know, with rare exception, he doesn't, or he has a cabinet for everything. Let's see, I gotta remember where I'm at, because me and my son were playing, and I need to remember to come back here and let's see, let me look at my old scum map here. Where could I go? I watched this video where somebody said something about the train yard, but, you know, like being a good place to go when you don't want to deal with mechs, but I'm all but certain there is mechs there whenever there's, like, when the server's not having a no mech weekend. Fairly confident. God, I always forget how fucking loud these damn vehicles are. On one hand, I get why they do it. It should be an option on a per server basis. Maybe, I don't know how difficult this would be to program, so, you know, take what I'm saying with a couple grains of salt, because I am proposing, or I am making a statement without proposing a solution, so, you know, that's to be taken in context for sure. But my hope would be that there would be a way to program the ability to turn down your own footsteps, at least to yourself, if not necessarily to other people. But turn down your own footsteps volume and turn down your own car's volume, like relative to yourself. At least in a PvP zone, which, you know, like some servers, you know, I guess by default, every server is, like the official servers are PvP. But in the case of a server like this, only the red zone is PvP. And so, in a place like this, in a server like this, or, you know, just everywhere on the map on an official server, where there's PvP, if you could at least turn those things down, that way you can hear other people's cars a little better, hear other people's steps a little better. I don't know, again, I kind of understand, like, it makes sense why you can't, kind of, like, I kind of get it. But it would be nice. And your cars wouldn't be so damn loud all the time. Your own footsteps wouldn't be freaking deafening. I need to get with a friend or a couple friends one of these days and just really get into some fucking like Overwatch or Paladins or something. I've kind of been itching for a little bit of like a competitive game lately. You know, I played a shit ton of not Warzone, Modern Warfare 2, and you know, obviously I played a bunch of that recently-ish, but when I hopped back in the other day, none of the people I had played it with at the time were still playing it a bunch. They were either done with it or taking a break like I've been. But I kind of been itching for something along those lines, like I said, Paladins or Overwatch 2 or something like that. And who knows, maybe I'll instead just get into some Battlegrounds in World of Warcraft or something, because now that the patch came out and Ret doesn't suck ass anymore. They did kind of stealth nerf it right before they released it, because it was supposed to get a good bit of a buff, but they kind of ended up not really buffing it much. They just reworked it. Alright, so I could have sworn this train yard had mechs in it one of the times I came to check. It wasn't a terribly old video, so if the video was wrong, then, you know, that's just what happened. The video might have been wrong. But if they were right, at least as of the time they published, I don't see or hear any mech. Alright, well, supposedly this is a pretty damn good place to loot, where there, you know, you don't have to stress about mechs. Like, that's what caught my attention about this place on the video that I watched. Let's see. Turn our sound back up. But, probably leave my sniper. It's more of a fun toy than an actual tool. Go ahead and make it go. Or we'll miss. That works too. Okay, I really suck at sniping apparently. Hold on, my mouse is fucking up on me. Changes my damn profile. I have profiles on my mouse. And it seems to change them intermittently. I have to cycle to make sure it's on the right one. I mean, I still suck, but I would do somewhat better. Go ahead and I'm going to use this here. We may as well. Take the extra ammo with us. It's 7.62 by 5.4. This is 7.62 by 3.9, which is for my AKM. 5.4 is what you use in this here 1891 Schnapper. I normally sell, I probably sold at least one other of these that I got from the server lottery or whatever. But I decided to keep this one. When I realized it didn't have a mag and you just load it right in, I was like, you know what? I'll try it out. Because, you know, personally, I really like that you have to load each magazine. You have to load each round into the magazine and then the mag into the weapon. Like, it's kind of monotonous. But I like it. But it's also nice when, you know, it's nice that not every weapon's that way. Like, if that's realistic, like in the case of this weapon where you just load it down into like from the top, like just chambers in, a lot like a 22 rifle does. At least the ones I had growing up. So the fact that ones that don't do so realistically. Alright, that's all considered one box. Try to get something out of batteries and flares, but that's why I like places like this. Sure, am I gonna get flanked by one of them over there? Still pulling from that same stack. Even though I moved the other one. That's fine. That's fine. But anyway, kind of why I like looting places like this, because, you know, when you start finding ammo and mags, which I know sell for a good amount, you know, if not useful, like if not the type of ammo I'm looking for, they sell for a decent bit. I don't struggle as much with leaving other shit behind, because I'm like, I'll get better things. I don't know if the box of nail sales worth a damn or not. You know what? We'll grab it. Release gloves, huh? I don't need that gas can. I have like 7 gas cans. See, the hoarder in me wants to just grab all this shit. I mean, I brought a bag with me. I'm not far from my car. I mean, on one hand, I should just grab it all. On the other hand, it's like, yeah, I should play every minute of every day. That's the most efficient way. Then I'll, you know, always be earning all the money. I missed. To spare. Oh, I didn't bring enough. Extra to refill. I have plenty in boxes in my car. I just didn't bring it with me. I don't know why it does this, and I hate it when it does. But stop. I'm like, stopping early. Stop stopping. One of these days, what I want to do is my base is up in the PvP area. So I want to go up there and like leave all my shit, all my good stuff, like save it, you know, stash it safely away. And then just go out and venture and, you know, attempt some PvP in the PvP area. And, you know, take either garbage gear or go out with nothing. And try to just, you know, gain more. Basically do like a small, like fresh start. Similar to like playing on a new server, like after a wipe or whatever, but, you know, still be able to go back to my good stuff and do other things whenever I wanted. Sorry, I had to send a message. Why are you creeping out here, zombie? Alright, we'll get some more huemo. Or our pistol. I'll probably use that a good bit. 9mm ammo is cheap. Not what I meant to do. May as well drop off while we're here. Always so disorganized because I just drag it in there. I don't actually, until I start running out of room, which usually does not happen because I'm usually pretty good about I'll rephrase. I should say I usually end up going to the trader before I'm so full, and I've got multiple boxes, so I've got all sorts of room. I don't know if there is like specific, you know what, now I'm thinking about it, while I'm right here by my car, I'm gonna okay, so the dates are gone, I'm at 70. Sorry, I get distracted really easy. Go ahead and eat these. But what I was thinking is I wonder if there's a place. Sorry. As I just said, I get distracted easy. I just got a notification I needed to look at real quick. I'm wondering if there's a spot in here though that's better than others to loot. Is what I'm trying to get at. So let me check real quick on my hair notification. Close your door. Life is so much fun. It's just a blast. Okay, that chore is finished. Let's see if we can. Turn the volume back down, because fuck that. God, it's so loud. I hate it. Like, the balance is just off. Like, they need shit to be separate. Again, even if it's, you know, loud as fuck to be in a car, which makes sense from a balance perspective, like, you know, high risk, high reward. Got a nice fast car. The risk is that you're gonna make a lot of noise, but it needs to only be for the people you're near. It needs to not make as much noise for you. I don't know. Like I said, I get it. Like, for somebody who wants a really, really realistic game, you know, I mean, you can go so far as to say, okay, you make an account, you got to use your social security number to make an account. If your character dies, you can never play this game ever again. Like, that's realistic, because, like, you know, if you died in real life, you're done. You know? So it's like, they wanted to make it that level of realism. Then, yeah, go for it. So it's like, if you want to make vehicles so loud that you can't, like, hear anything over them, shit like that, you know. On one hand, you could, you know, maybe get a muffler or something. Like, there's obviously nuance to it, but at the end of the day, from like an enjoyment perspective, like, it's just not enjoyable to leave the volume up stupidly loud while you're driving. But then, like, I gotta turn it back up while I'm running around so I can actually hear zombies and shit. Where are you going, zombie? Dude, bro simply ran to the location of the noise. Motherfucker's got audio radar. Hold his damn head still. There we go. Now it's pulling out of the right stack. Oh, what? It's locked? How do you get away with locking fucking giant building in a POI? I can see in there. Yeah, it's not like they've even built anything in there. They just locked it up. Fairly certain that's not okay with the rules. I'd have to ask somebody about it later. See if, like, loss allowed or not. They haven't even built anything. Not like they got, like, cabinets of shit in there, like they're using it as their base, which would at least kind of make sense. They literally just locked it, so they're the only ones who can loot it. In like a full PvP server makes perfect sense because, like, yeah, people can break into your shit, but on the rules of the server, there's areas you can't even lockpick. So, you know, and you get in trouble for killing somebody. So it's not even like you can lockpick it and go in, like, you know, fight them for it. Like, I don't know. Seems not allowed to me. Like I was saying before, though, I don't know even where the hell the good shit in this map. Oh, there's a mech. Oh, there are mechs here. Maybe it's just not everywhere. I mean, clearly it's not everywhere because I've been to parts of this place already. I mean, I've been... I think over here. Holy shit. Well, that would suck to flip the car and then have a mech be within range of fucking me up. Man, that's gotta be... I mean, generally I don't have mechs where there's no good loot. So the fact that there's a mech over there tells me that logically there's some good shit over there. But I'd rather go with a bunker because I know... like you can get in and out of a bunker. I mean, everyone is a little bit different. But at the end of the day, like, there's ways to get in and out, places to hide. Yeah, see, there's another mech right there. You filthy bastards. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to come back here when they turn mechs off and see what they happen to have in there. And then that'll tell me whether it's worth coming back again later. Even when mechs are around. But, like I mentioned earlier, I've got some errands to run. I was thinking I would be able to stream for about an hour and a half. It's only been about an hour and 10. I'm gonna go ahead and end early so I can just go ahead and get an early start on taking care of what I gotta do. And I'm literally the only one. It says there's one person watching, which it counts. It counts the little tablet that I keep an eye on the stream with to make sure, like, you know, it's running. Like, it counts that. So it's me. I'm talking to myself. I'm playing this game for myself. So I'm literally just wasting time. So I may as well go start doing shit early. I used to kind of even try to play this as though like somebody'd be watching it later, but I don't even know if anybody watches it after the fact or not. So yeah, I'll be back sometime.